Hello, hello. Just launching the stream right now, and I'm checking to make sure it's working. Yeah, it looks like. Oh, nice. I actually got a fast relay between one device and the other this time. I haven't done this in a while. So, hi, Bellwether. It's my personal channel. This is non-monetized channel. I've had this account since 2009, and occasionally I stream games just because I feel like it. Looks like it's working. Moderation helps everyone feel safe. Yeah, I don't need a mob if I even get any viewers. Okay, looks like it's working. So I think I do have a few people that have subscribers that over the years have let me know, like, oh my god, you're streaming again. I've been waiting to see if you'd ever show up. And I'm like, it happens occasionally. This is more an occasional hobby thing for me. And touched this at January 3rd, 2025. Stayed on the little island in the South Ocean and just came up here. High-speed internet is down, and I've been playing Marathon, and I was going to check out the final. Regular internet's down right now, so I'm doing things different than I usually do. And it's nice to pick up a retro game, I feel like, as like a little break, as a treat. Turn on my headphones. The music is blaring in my ears, or else it's too quiet. There we go. So yeah, I'm having to like remember the game's system and where I am. I don't know about the story. This game's story was so bare that it almost is none. Turn that back up slightly. Settling in here. Come on? Yeah, perfect. Anyway, something I hadn't noticed every other time I played, I think it's square button, yeah, is if you highlight a location and there's chests, it tells you how many you found. And there is a PSN achievement. That's probably achievements on other platforms. It's like get half the chests and get all of them. So I'm kind of going for it. Final Fantasy was one of my favorite series back in the day. Really fan of the early stuff. 1 through 6 are like my era. 7 through 9 a bit too, but I was starting to drop off. Like 7 was incredible, but I don't like the newer stuff. Whatever. This remake's pretty good. Pixel remaster, if anyone sees this and they're wondering. It's pretty good. As someone who grew up with this stuff, this didn't really change the game too much otherwise. Just kind of make it work right. I like the graphics. And I think that there's a new soundtrack. Yes, Faircall. I think we're listening to the remake score right now. But yeah, we didn't get this because it was only on Famicom. And this is the one where the sister series of Squaresoft had back in the day, Saga, that made Saga Frontier, which is the one that most people would hear of. They directed this one, and then the Final Fantasy director directed Saga 3, which 1 through 3 were Final Fantasy Legend in the US. God, that's so convoluted. I hate even having to remember all of that. I'm just like, I've explained it so many times over the years. I'm like, oh, here we go. So this does play like Final Fantasy Saga. It is unique in that it has spells no other game has in the series. There's some dynamics that are unique to it. But it is long, it is grindy, it's almost all grinding and building characters, and there's some story occasionally. So I'm after a chest, that's about where it's at. But it seems like it's a wicked early area. So everything's going to be super easy to kill for me. Actually realizing I'm not going to share my stream link in a few spots. Oh, like I have tons of friends. Whatever. Yes, I have no friends. I'm just gonna send the link to some bots. Whatever. There's a few spots on Discord. I'm gonna throw it to a few friends. Like, I stream infrequently enough, and I'm like, oh yeah, don't I usually do that? handful of people will look at my crap. I'm not even gonna bother too many people. Do 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 do. Wow. Do do. Definitely one of those songs that can get stuck in your head over the years and never get out. The earworm burrowing into the core of my brain slowly. Do 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 do. Okay, I'm almost done with this. Hold on. Almost done. Bothering with this. Okay, yeah, I think that's like the one other person there. Okay. Back to the game. And back to actually keeping track of my channel on my phone. Cool, cool. So I'm not completely sure, but that fourth character I have there is so much weaker. You have like 3 main story characters, and it just keeps seeming to swap out a guest character for the chapter. I've kind of learned, like, build them up a little bit, but they'll probably leave. But I've noticed if you don't build them, that makes the chapter brutal. Her entire thing seems to be that she's fast, she hits and dodges. She connects blows and dodges, like basically all she's got. But in this game, I'm noticing that keeps you alive real good, so there's a reliability in it. So yeah, everything here is going to be weak. But somewhere there's a chest I missed. Fortunately, because it's got the Saga progression system, instead of experience points, there's like skill points that build up for each thing you do. Even when you're fighting weak enemies, you could still gain... I want to say gain XP, but that's just not the way to do it. Grow stronger. Good enough. Blank. I think that Toad is different in this game. They like just automatically run away. It's ironic because there's a white spell called Fear that makes them maybe run away, but Toad makes them definitely run away. You never end up fighting with Toad. Unlike every other game that has it. Beep. Nice. I love that mist effect. I'm gonna drink of water, 1 second. So yeah, can you look on that happen? Yeah, that's right. That's one of the things they added is and you can look outside too. So I'm pretty sure there were no maps of any kind in the original. Certainly not in the very first one. We did get that in the US. Is the little arrow the exit? Yeah. I think so. Yeah, that's right, because you had to do something to that crystal to open that originally. Whenever I cleared this dungeon was literally years ago, so I'm like, yeah, I'm vaguely remembering. If I get deeply into playing this right now, I'm probably gonna have to watch a video to catch me up on the lore. I just don't remember the story, but this was one of the first caves you got sent to do to prove that you were trustworthy young adventurers or something. I do like the elemental bows in this game. Aside from being good weapons, the animations and sound effects are really cool. Nice. Yeah, that's good. What is coming out? There it is. Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, cool, cool. You've actually played this one? Alright. I'm like such a nerd. These days, people know this game better than they did back in the day, but... yeah, it's the recent Pixel Remaster version. Yeah, I've been blathering a little about how it had the original score, which I just turned on, and then there's a newer arrangement type thing. They're both good. They're definitely different. Like, this is 8-bit. It's really cool to compare, if, like, from a sound nerdy perspective, right? But I'm feeling this right now. I love those tones. Like, actually, it's kind of cool. You're right there when I switched that, because, like, I want to nerd out on this. This particular Famicom MES, like, weird, like, whoop, whoop, whoop bass, there's something to it. I really, like, there's nostalgia, but I like that sound. It feels just, like, haunted, you know, a little spooky. First 8-bit bass! Woo! Hold on a second. I gotta hit a pipe while I play video games like a champ. Lol. I gotta Rick Sanchez it up. Except, I'm not that insanely wild as I was in my youth. Yeah, it's hard to get... It's my understanding it's really hard to get the bass out of this chip this way, and that the composers that made it work they understood something about math. I want to learn more. Like, this reminds me of the Friday the 13th soundtrack, if you remember that one. Like, that's the game so broken and unperfect, but the people remember the sound. It was, like, so spooky. Alrighty. So yeah, I'm just here looking for a chest. And I just noticed recently that this remake tells me how many chests each location has. And I haven't played this in like a year and a half, so I don't even know really what's going on, but I just feel like finding this chest. I'm just doing something for fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was the only way to play it for years. So I remember late 90s. It was actually, man, I got a crazy history. I, like, sort of ran away from home when I was 17, but not really. I was, like, staying at someone's apartment. And it was, like, a college... It was, like, these college goth guys, and they would have their little parties at it. Oh, man, the 90s were nuts. But the super nerdy rivet head with the thick glasses, Brad, had like all the hacked translated ROMs. So I got to start it. I never got that far. And I didn't get the system the first time I played. Because it's so different from every other Final Fantasy. But this is good. Yeah, it's got the director of one of my favorite series, Saga. And Saga 3 had the Final Fantasy director, so it's like a whole thing. From back in the day. And this way, the like growth system in this is actually essentially the great-grandfather of the Skyrim system. I'm gonna... Yeah, rivet heads were a thing. I mean, I think, you know, I've heard increasingly, like, the kids are digging up the history now. They're starting to be like, oh, that's what was going on back then. That's not like today. This is different, interesting. I don't know, I think we're about to be at another humongous kind of cultural renaissance with the arts coming up. Like, it kind of is underground, but I think it's going to boil over. Man, you can hear that, like, crusty 8-bit, like, I can't even make that noise. Machine scratchy noises. Hey, it's a thing. I mean, very specific, you know. I don't even... Does Rivethead count as a lifestyle? I think for most people that would call themselves that, Rivethead was a lifestyle. But it can also just be like a total fanatic for the one genre. Like, I really just into the industrial, man. But like, how many of those people went on to work in tech, right? Like, and it's still working there today. Hmm. I'm gonna bet that this chest isn't a wall. Yeah, this is definitely the driest of this game series. The meat of the game is grinding and building up stats slowly and trying to get items. It ends up feeling more like a game meditation. No, this is on my PlayStation. The Pixel Remaster series took 1 through 6 and did this with them. And each one seems pretty good. It's unfortunately more expensive to get it on the PlayStation, but that's just what I have generally been gaming on for years. I don't know, it's like I can get PSN trophies this way. Yes. That's about what the extra money gets you if you had a... Like, I could have run it on my PC, but I'm trying to keep my PC for art and editing, so I don't want to bog it down with too many games. That's the other thing. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They all have a similar finish to it. My one bitch is I got 6, and the original release of 6, which was 3 here on the Super Nintendo, because they only gave us half of them. That whole issue, there was an obscure little option, like if you looked, you could turn Final Fantasy VI into a 2-player game. Like, you would assign which controller controlled which characters during the battle. Like, player 1 would walk around and talk and make most decisions, and during battle you could do a co-op thing. But they took it out. I was gonna play it with my roommate. I was like, you really gotta check this out, man. It's the only, like, Final Fantasy that's 2-player, and it's like, not that version. And that's such a small thing, almost nobody even would want to do that. So for the record, if anybody's curious about that one thing, I guess get your hands on an old cartridge or emulate or whatever. You gotta get the original ROM. Whether it's the Eastern 6 or the Western 3. I'm like, what was I looking here for? Oh yeah. Let's swap back to new arrangement. Yeah, that's nice. I see I'm wearing headphones too right now. It's got good details. Oh yeah, font style. Wow, it's that big of a deal to change your font? Ah! Now, see, I hate that. I hate that. Awful. It just doesn't feel right. It's not the same as with the music for me, but I'm pretty sure all 6 of these have that. And I think if you get on false speed walk, yeah. Classic. Auto battle, whatever it is. Ah! Wow, that looks like crap on my, I don't know how it looks on stream, but that looks like crap on my monitor. That's... Yeah, I'm using a computer monitor for my PlayStation. I'm like, that's not a nice combo. I don't like that. Oh, okay. That was kind of hurting my eyes. I was surprised it was that bad. Wow. Format issues, right? Never finished that path, going down that path, but I've got a lot of skills I've developed some skill in over the years. Skills that I've developed skill. Yeah, nice. But if I'm not writing a book, I'm just jabbering at YouTube. That's bad writing. That's sloppy, lazy writing right there. You said the same word twice in the same sentence. Yeah, I'm like, do I have a favorite Final Fantasy? I'm the kind of person, like, I'm really Pisces, very Piscean, so I'm like, oh, I can't do a favorite. I'll give you, like, at best, I'll usually give a top 5 or 10 for something. Because I'm like, oh, they're kind of tied for many reasons, but maybe, if I thought about it. I mean, yeah, 1 and 6, I think, had the most impact on me as a youth. But then again, I only got to play 3 of the... Wait, they ported... 2 and 5. Yeah, we had 1, 4, 6, and they gave us 2 and 5 at the end of the 90s. I remember that. And then we didn't get this one until the DS. I know the third one we didn't get till the DS. That's right. Okay. So convoluted. It's like I know it by heart, and I still have to like stop and slow down and be like, wait, what happened? Cripes. I'm glad that's not like that anymore when they port things. That's just such a train wreck. It gets tiring to even explain it. Like, oh my god, screw. It's the worst part about this old series. 8-bit, and then we got the first and third 16-bit, and then on 32-bit systems we got 2 and 5 added with remakes of 1, 4, and 6, and then they're just like, screw you, you don't get 3. And then they just stealthily released it first on the Nintendo DS, and almost nobody knew. Which, for the record, is a pretty good version. It's kind of slow and dry. It's where the job system originates. It's like the predecessor of 5. And it's the only of the original... I know, right? It's the only one. Part 3 is the only in the original series, or I think any part of Final Fantasy, where that mentions the Heroes of Darkness that are equivocal to the Heroes of Light. It's just that at one point in history, the balance went the other way, and the light was corrupt, so there had to be 4 Heroes of Darkness, and you have to actually contact them in the Void to unlock the final boss battle or some shit, and it's actually, really, it's an excellent game. Dry, but well-built. And what's the hell, Square? And Squeenix, they merged with Squeenix, and they still didn't give them all. Is my stream still working right? Making sure. Did it freeze up? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.